Hey guys, welcome back to Xamarin guys. So in this tutorial we are going to play around with Firebase storage inside our Xamarin Forms application. So we'll be uploading our text as well as image in this tutorial to the Firebase storage, and we can use our audio, video as well as text to the Firebase storage too. So stay tuned for this tutorial. Now let's upload our image to the Firebase storage, but you can use your videos too and upload it to the Firebase storage. For the demo, I'm just using image and getting it inside my next app, that is our client app. So client app gets all the contents as well as text that was published from our server app. Let's configure our Firebase storage. If you have followed my previous tutorial, I have already discussed about creating a new app inside the Firebase storage and connecting our app with the Firebase real-time storage. So here we are going to discuss about the normal storage, and this is the option. So this is the dashboard that we will see whenever we just enable our server settings. So it depends upon you how the server setting is configured. Now here I'm just going to give a folder name as interplanetary and then add a new folder over here, so that we'll just see all the images as well as videos or anything that you upload over here in this section. Now this area, that is after double slash, we are going to use this address inside our application. So you can see over here interplanetary app.appstore.com is only to be used inside the app. So in our previous tutorial we have already set a rule for real-time database, okay, and I highly recommend you to see my previous tutorial in order to complete this tutorial. Now you can see over here in our storage too, I have already added auth rule as null. So this is the mandatory field that you have to do it inside the rule section of the storage and the real-time database, and we'll be using both the real-time database as well as the storage, and we'll be accessing the link. So this is the link that will be used inside our application. So this application is available in my videos description below. You can just get it over there itself. Now here you can see over here we have a very basic UI which has one image. This image is placed inside the frames with the label, and the grid is going to be added with the tab gesture recognizer, and whenever that image is clicked, then we are performing some event handlers events. Now here you can see over here we have a button click event, and these are very basic authentication rules that I have applied. That is, whenever the file path of the image is null, what happens? Whenever the network condition is not there, then what happens? So this section we have already discussed in our previous tutorial, where we were integrating our real-time database with the Xamarin Forms application. So we'll be using the same URL and integrating our Firebase. And you can see over here we have created a news table that will go inside our Firebase database. So what happens whenever there is no interconnection? This is the area, and what happens whenever there is like some issues with the Firebase connection? So there is catch exception. Now you can see over here we have main thing that we are going to discuss it over today is performing storage to the Firebase. So this is the exact place where we are going to integrate our Firebase storage.net plugin in our shared project, that is our main project, and this is a .NET Standard project. So we are just going to add Firebase storage inside our Xamarin Forms application. So there is a Firebase database.net that will be used for our real-time database, but here our main concern will be using our Firebase storage.net and adding that package to our shared project. So let me close that thing up from here. Now this is the address that will be used from our Firebase portal, and we have already created a folder name as interplanetary. You can just give any name as you like. So this is the folder where we are going to add that image that was uploaded, okay. So this image is going to get all the media bytes from the uploaded image, and this is just very basic validation rule, and this is also a catch exception whenever that Firebase storage image are not uploaded. So you are going to get that Firebase storage link from this area, that is our storage section, after double slash. So this is the address that we are going to copy after double slash. So this is the Firebase storage address where our uploaded images are going to be loaded to the Firebase storage. We know that we have already set up our client as well as our admin app. So this is our client app which will be used by our customer, and the address that we will be using in our admin app will be used over here also with the same Firebase client and the same Firebase storage address that we used inside our admin newsfeed app. So this is the same address that we'll be using it inside our client app. So you can see over here, and this is how we are going to publish our images as well as videos to the Firebase storage from our admin app to the server app. So this is my admin app which is going to send all the information like images, videos, audios or anything to the Firebase storage, and you can just access the file picker in order to get those all the items from our admin app and send it to the Firebase storage. So whenever that file is picked, so I'm using some cross file picker as of now in this tutorial, but you can use Xamarin Essential file picker also and play around with it. So this is the image section which is going to be clicked, and then we are going to get image stream source, and I'm here creating a image byte, a variable, and this image byte is going to be sent whenever that send button is clicked from our Firebase admin app. In a nutshell, this is my admin app where we are going to upload our latest image, audio or video from our admin app and send it to our Firebase app with the help of this admin newsfeed app. So that's all done for our admin app, and you can see over here we have already used this cross file picker. So let me explain what's happening over here. So this get photo permission asynchronous is something like we need to get some permission before we can upload any image, audio or video. So we can use like photo permission access, so that is inbuilt inside our Xamarin Essential. So I'm asking for photo permission in order to access our local stored photos in our admin app. So this is the two conditions that we have to apply, and that are of our Xamarin Essential, and this cross file picker comes up from the Xamarin plugin.file picker plugin itself. And let's go to a manage Nuket package. Here you can see I have used file picker and then use that Xamarin plugin file.picker inside your shared Android and iOS project, and add it over there. And there it has some platform specific implementation, but I highly recommend you to use our Xamarin Essentials file picker, and it is right now on stable release. You can use that in order to upload your latest image, audio or videos to the Firebase storage. So this is the permission that I will be using inside our assembly information .cs, and along with that we can just use all the permission over here inside our Android manifest.xaml. And don't forget to add this as of now, that is Android 10.0 that requires an legacy external storage permission additionally. Right click on info.plist and you can just select reveal it in Finder. Right click on the file and then click on others. Then you will get your text editor inbuilt, and then you need to add all the plugin information over here in this section. So that is already described in the plugin, that is plugin.filepicker. I'll just give that link in my video's description below. You can just grab all the codes from there itself and then add it inside your project. So this is the area that I will be adding, and then you need to just save it, that save file with the help of text editor. Then it saves inside your info.plist. So we are all done with the file picker plugin, but I highly recommend you to use our Xamarin Essential. And as like our previous tutorial, we have already known that we have our admin app as well as the client app. So client is our customer. Let's set our iOS project for our customer app. we won't see any data. That is because we have not added any information from our admin app, that is our image that was uploaded to the Firebase. So our next objective is to set our Android project as our starting project, and I'm going to make my Android project as my admin app, and the admin is going to add the news from our admin app. You can see over here I'm just going to add some news, and we can just use any images that we want to upload, and then after clicking on send, then the activity indicator will load. Then we should be able to see all the information back in our client app. So our information is successfully uploaded to the Firebase, and if you open the client app, then we'll just see all the images as well as text from our Firebase. That's all for this tutorial now. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Keep in touch for next tutorials.